93% of people cook burgers wrong on the griddle. Yes, I'm sorry, I had to say it. Hey, don't come at me. I was one too. Today I'm going to show you how to fix it. We're cooking smash burgers, we're doing regular burgers. It's going to be some good groceries. Let's get started. So we're talking mistake number one, your meat. Got your wrong meat, y'all. So this is some 80-20 ground chuck. It's actually might be a little bit better than 80-20. It might be more like a, a 73-27. But I get this from our local Harris Teeter. It's called Prime. And it is a better than ground chuck. They use like premium trimmings, some from prime grade meat as well. So super, super good, super flavorful, and it's just really good meat. They stiffed me on some. I wanted like 3 pounds of this, and they came in, I did online groceries, and they gave me like 1.5 pounds. I'm like, come on, y'all, really? It's all good. We can make it work. Thankfully, smash burgers only requires like a 2 to 3 ounce ball anyway, so that's one mistake I want to talk about right here in a minute. So while I'm getting my glove on, make sure you get the right meat, at least 80-20 ground chuck. Don't get any kind of 93-7. Do not do that. It'll be drier than a dang hockey puck, all right? Ground sirloin, it's okay also, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I ain't a fan. So I got beef here. If you don't have a scale, don't want to mess with it, and I don't either, it's a 1/4 cup measuring tool. And this right here, if you just grab you some meat and you kind of just don't pack it in there really tight. You just don't want to do that. That's going to give you about a 2.5 ounce ball, and that's perfect for smash burgers. So you don't have to think about it. So I'm going to do a couple of these. Makes it easy. You find your rhythm. I mean, really, you just pinch. Yep, okay, that's good. Perfect. That's going to make 2 nice doubles. Now let's talk about big burgers, regular burgers, whatever, what we grew up with. So same thing, this is going to render a 2.5 ounce burger. That's going to, 2 of those, 5 ounces or so, 5.6 ounces, which is perfect for a burger. I got a ring mold that I like to use, and it's up in the house, didn't feel like getting it. But essentially, I mean, just kind of loosely, get out the ball. And then, I like to kind of just start shaping it around, just kind of pressing down, trying to be, circular. But now I'm gonna tell you what, I like a regular burger too. My family, I'm just gonna be quite honest, they're not fans of smash burgers. They like these regular burgers that I make. So there you go. Nice, kind of thick. I mean, it's not gonna be a big boy, but there you go. And once you start getting used to this, you can kind of figure out the size and weight. So far, you're not buying your meat right. Number 2, for smash burgers, you're just using too much meat. Get you either a scale or use a 1/4 cup measuring tool, be good to go. And there you go. Got 2 nice patties for regular burgers. Regular burgers, same thing, 80-20 ground chuck. No ifs, ands, or buts. Now, what you can also do, you could take a big patty and you can, not a faux smash, but like you could take the large ball, about 5.6 ounces, put that onto your griddle and just, smash it down. I think some people do call those a smash burger, but it's not really a smash burger. That's something that I've done before as well. It really gives a nice contact patch onto the griddle. That right there is a few core mistakes that we've already covered. If you just follow these right now, you're gonna have great burgers next time you cook them. But hey, we're here for more. Let's head over to the griddle. Let's get this thing pre-warmed. And that right there, my friends, is a mistake a lot make. Not having a hot griddle. You want a hot griddle. So let's talk about a great little reference tool. This is my own magnet. It will stick right onto your griddle. And for burgers, it does say about 425, but honestly for smash burgers, I'd bump that up a little bit. That was kind of a generic for hamburgers, like a regular hamburger. You don't want it to be really hot and it be raw in the middle. While our griddle's pre-warmed, let's make our burger sauce. And a burger sauce is lately just been slapping for me. Love, love, love a good burger sauce. I want to start out with about a 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. As always, there will be a link down below. There will also be the recipe in the description below, so be sure to check that out. I want to give it a little squirt of, this is Dijon mustard, and I like to give a little bit of my favorite hot sauce, Old Texas Pete, and I'm going to add just a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Gives it a nice little funky. And these are some pickles that I love using Grillo's pickles. And I like to use some of that pickle juice. Whew, that's good stuff. Some of that those goody goods in that pickle container gets in there, all good. You're just gonna give this a Sturzy. Like with anything, you make this well ahead of time. got, you know, you're doing smash burgers, it sets it better. Oh yeah. Oh, I love it. Got a little sweet, a little tang, a little brininess. So good. That's honey Dijon. Honey Dijon mustard, by the way. Please set that to the side. Burger sauce done. Let's talk about toppings. I don't want to go really crazy with toppings, but you know what I did forget? I forgot ketchup in my burger sauce. Tell y'all what I did the other day. I didn't have any ketchup down here. Is I used barbecue sauce, and that was pretty good. A little smoky, sweet, good stuff. Bring burger sauce back over here. Hey, some ketchup. I was sitting there thinking, I was like, it's missing something. A little ketchup. All right, our griddle is getting smoky. I don't know if you can see that or not, but yeah, getting up to temperature. That's about a 450 degree griddle right there. It's gonna be perfect for our burgers. Let's talk about toppings while our griddle is warming up. And I like to kind of keep it simple here. I love a nice sliced tomato. I can't wait for some nice homegrown tomatoes. So I just slice up, this is like a Hot House, Better Boy tomato, slicing tomato, some shredded lettuce. Let the grocery store help you out here, folks. Just buy the bag. And some of my favorite pickles, which is Gorillo's pickles. I've stressed this with some other videos. You want your mise en place to be ready. This goes fast. Burgers, especially smash burgers, go really fast. So let's talk about buns, hun. If you want to toast your buns, you might want to go ahead and do that. Again, these burgers, they go fast, and you want to build your burger as it's almost done. So I'm gonna go ahead and toast these, and this ripping hot griddle, it's not gonna take long at all. Move those around just like so. I mean, look at that, they're already a little toasty. When you move these around, you really get all that contact patch, get a nice even toast. All right, so we're just gonna put these over to the side. Toasting, totally optional. If you don't wanna do it, omit it. I like it. You know, sometimes, you know, growing up, sometimes we did, sometimes we didn't. We had one of those old school, like, toasting things. I don't know if y'all did or not. Those are the best. Steaming, woo, so good. All right, let's see where our griddle top is. Actually, we're 500 degrees, perfect for smash burgers. So right now I got low, medium, high in the middle, right here, the medium, and right here is low, low, medium, high, medium, high. Because this is what we're gonna do, because we're cooking, you know, 2 kinds of burgers at one time. Fresh bottle of old Hussey's heifer dust right here. Gonna season these up on this side right here. And I wanna put this burger just right there. This is kind of the lower heat right here, which is what you want for just a regular burger. Gonna season this up. Got the other one, put it right there. Gonna come in, season this up. Oh man, I love it when that heifer dust hits that griddle top. All right, we got our center right here. This is where the smash goes down. I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to make sure, this is a mistake too, you put them down, you don't leave yourself room. So I want to go right there, about right there, about right there, about right there. So this is a new Blackstone silicone mat and smasher, and I've really liked it because you don't have to use parchment paper all the time. And you want to smash this for, I'll try to hold it for 10 seconds or so, but that's what you want right there. It's got this nice lip on it so you can grab it. It's not hot. Man, this thing's smelling good. I did forget to season my balls, but that's all right. You want to get your cheese ready? I'm going with Sargento cheese, some American cheese. It is the best. People's going to say, yeah, right. It's fake cheese, etc. I mean, look at the ingredients, y'all. This is all natural ingredients. Stop playing. So those are done. Look at that crust. Look at that crust. We'll go ahead and put our cheese on. They're done. And we're gonna make doubles. So just gonna come put that on top of there, that on top of there. This is what I like to do. Got this from a burger place here in Welcome, North Carolina. Like one of the top spots. They actually put the cheese side is actually on the bottom bun, and makes sense so you can top it and not have to worry about the cheese. So we're just gonna let those ride. Look at that crust right there of that burger. That's what that fat and heat will do. All right, so there we go. So you just take your spatula, hold it, and there you go. That, my friends, is a perfect smash burger. So we solved the heat with the smash burgers. Got that, check. We got the buns toasted. We're just waiting for these regular burgers to finish up. We're trying to go about a medium well. I like a little bit of pink in mine. Take it to whatever you like. But right now, we're at about 150 21 degrees, 22 degrees. So that's like medium rare, that's raw. This one kind of was a little bit smaller, and it's 145, so it's actually probably pretty good. And we're gonna go ahead and cheese that. Same thing. And what this allows too is it warms the bun up, which makes it nice. I'm gonna go ahead and cut my burners off. I wanna make, this is for Maggie dog. Take this burger, we're done. Boom. Perfect, perfect, perfect. There we go. Boy, we are, there's our two smashers right there. Got smash and a regular. Smash and a regular, smash and a regular. Let's give these a top. Let's top these things. So this is the cool thing about that little trick. So now you can top the top of your burger if you want. It's gonna take our, you're gonna put it on your bun. I don't know why I put it on the meat. It's crazy. So there you are, burger sauce. Gotta have the burger sauce. I've been using this instead of mayo. It's got mayo in it, obviously. Gonna do a few pickles. 3, please. A little bit of lettuce right on top. Do that, just like that. Little tomato. This is a big old tomato. Forgot to talk about bread. I love the Martin's rolls, the potato rolls. Something about potatoes in bread. It just gets me, right? Why not? I'm here for it. We're gonna salt. Want to make sure you season your maters. If you're using maters, put some heifer dust on it. I don't know why I'm playing. Don't be playing with me, Huss. Heifer dust. A brioche is great, but for some reason I really just like these potato rolls. If you can't find them, I know it's a kind of a regional thing. Just get what you can get. But there you go, guys. Some great tips, tricks, some perfect burgers, and there's no disappointments. No disappointments. Let's give these a cut. Let's give them a try. You can for sure also put your burger sauce on the bottom if you like, then put it onto your burger, however you want to do it. I'm going for the smasher first. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. She's a little juicy still. That's good. The crust, that's the must. And we're going to try these groceries. Mm-hmm. Mmm. Oh. Mmm. Hussey's going to need a minute here. Daggone, son. Give me some more of this burger sauce, please. The crust, just frying in that tallow. Guys, just something about it. Let's give this regular burger a slicey right there. Some people will say this is better. Some people will. Sometimes I'm with you. I'm on both sides. Look, I ain't going to discriminate on any burger. Just going to tell you that right now. Cheers. Oh, God. If you remember, there was a nice crust on that too. Heifer dust. The heat kind of made a nice caramelization. Maillard reaction. Flavor. I can't really say which one's better. This still got a good little juice in it. Might be this one. Let me know down below what you prefer. Regular burger, smash burger, whatever. These right here are good. I wanted to make sure I chocked this full of information so you will be prepared to be a griddle pimp making smash burgers or regular burgers on your griddle. And I hope I did that. I think I did. I appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate everybody's support. I love each and every one of you. I really do. Hey, there might be some bloopers at the end of this. Might not. I don't know. Check them out. I'll see you next time. That's right, Jeff. You're one of the 93%. Andersons. They're always judgy. Thinking they got good burgers, but they don't. You don't, Jeff. They're dry. And you use cheddar cheese instead of American cheese. I joke. I kid. All right, Maggie girl. Let's see. Hold on. You gotta be good. Gotta be a good girl. All right, you ready? Ready? Good girl. All right. What do you think? You like it? It's a lot of licks. Maggie girl approved. Good groceries.